on another ingredient throwdown. Time of the week, we are just getting together and we're gonna go over a Plexus product one by one till we've gone through that whole line. We are gonna throw down ingredients. We are not gonna spend a lot of time getting into the nitty-gritty, getting into all the science and all the stuff that I love. What we are gonna focus on is big picture benefits. So today, we're not even gonna really do an ingredient throwdown. This is kind of a follow-up to what we did last time on the reset. So if you have not watched that video yet, it's right there. Click that link and watch that first. But as always, we're gonna start out with the did you know. So did you know that there is increasing evidence that a nutritionally supported fast, or any type of fasting for that matter, is beneficial for our cellular functions in our bodies as a whole? And did you also know these benefits are realized in real time, such as weight loss or weight management, because a fasting state is going to boost your metabolism? And did you also know that when we talk about the benefits of fasting, it goes way beyond weight management. It gets into things like decreasing cellular inflammation, decreasing insulin sensitivity. Those two things are huge pillars of our health that we talk about all the time. And the last did you know? Did you also know that one of these benefits is brain function, brain clarity? And everyone I have spoken with about that specific improvement agrees that yes, when you come out of a fast of any type, your brain just works better. You are just more focused and have more clarity in thinking. Okay, time to get to what's in this. What's in this stuff that makes it so special, where we can really get on board with this and get excited? Well, here it is. When your reset box arrives, it looks like this. And when we get into this reset box itself, it comes with a nice little brochure talking about the reset, where Plexus covers kind of what we're talking about today, but it's divided into 3 days. 3 boxes that are all the same. And this is where you're going to focus for those next 72 hours. All right, so let's quickly recap what is in each of these days, okay? They're all labeled for you. There's no thought involved here. It goes through everything that you need to do throughout that day, and everything is included. So we're starting out in the morning with the hydrate. We're gonna have a lean protein shake for breakfast. Then we're gonna move on to have a slim hunger control mid-morning. We're gonna have a bone broth for lunch. Then we're gonna have an active and a smart snack during that afternoon hump to get us through our day. We're gonna follow up with an evening meal of a tomato basil soup that is fantastic. And then we're gonna have a restored drink at night just to wind down and get ready for some rest. But this is all about the tips. Let's get into some tips that are gonna make this successful for you. First thing, choose a date that works for you. You don't choose this over birthday weekend. You don't choose this over Christmas. You choose 3 days out of your schedule where you don't have a lot going on. I do recommend you stay busy because you don't want to be thinking about food. So my first reset I intentionally worked every day, that whole day. So when I chose my dates, I chose a time I knew I would be busy working. My brain is gonna be occupied, not thinking about food. The next thing, follow the plan. It's all spelled out for you. Follow the plan. It's that simple. The next one, sign up for Pivotal. You guys, this is a fantastic perk that Plexus gives you for free just by being a VIP customer or an ambassador. It's a whole platform and a whole community of encouragement, motivation, education, and more. The next thing that ties in with this, get in a Facebook group that has to do with the reset. Get in a community of people that are going through this at the exact same time as you are. You can ask the questions. You can crab along and say, man, would I do anything for a glass of wine right now? You're not the only one that's going to be thinking these things, so get some support. And lastly, complete it. Complete the reset and reap the rewards. Hashtag small wins. Now, some other things that are just generally recommend when you're going through a fasting state. Limit your exercise. You cannot be going crazy exercising. Your calorie load just is not going to support that. Light activity is what you need. Next thing, stay hydrated. Water, water, water. This should be no different than any other day for you when it comes to the water. The next thing, get sufficient sleep, meaning 8 hours minimum. Your body needs that time to recover and to regroup and to do that cellular repair that the fasting is going to do for your body. I'm sure you're thinking of a couple questions as you've gone through the booklet and are trying to figure out how and when to do this. First question. Okay, so I'm already using Plexus. Do I just continue to take all my stuff during this, or do I just scrap it all? Of course you continue to take your supplements. If it's not already in that box, you continue to take it. And I'm sure some of you are also asking, well, what about that morning coffee and tea? My stars, I don't know if I can function without it. You are safe. You can have black coffee and have straight tea. What you don't want to be doing is adding sugar and creamer and maybe some of those things that you're used to. Straight out coffee and tea, absolutely. And another question, what if I'm starving? What if I just can't do it and I have to have something to eat? Well, they've also covered that. Yes, you can have something to eat and actually chew. So things like a half of an apple or a pear, or about a half cup of cut up cucumbers, carrots, or celery, or even a handful of raw almonds. Those are all acceptable things that you can have during this fast. Well, what if I don't like the soup? What if I'm just not a bone broth person? Then what? All right, here's where you get creative. Spice it up. You can add spices. There are charts out there available of what people have really found to be desirable seasonings to make this stuff not the same every day even, right? So we've got that beef bone broth. Add Italian seasoning, add garlic, add whatever flavoring that you would like and make it yours. Same goes for the tomato soup. Add some basil. Add some curry powder. Do you see what I'm saying? Seasonings are a pass. You get a pass on doing whatever you want to season that soup. Or how about this one? This just seems like a lot of liquid. I'm not sure that I can just do this all in liquids with only one smart snack a day, right? Okay, how about this? Let's get creative like this. How about you mix your active and or your hydrate, mix it up with some ice in a blender and make a smoothie. It's delicious. Or the common one I struggled with, the Restore. Not a huge fan, but you can have this hot or cold. And I've also been told that if you add fresh lemon to this, it makes it so much more palatable. And that goes for water too. When you are drinking water throughout the day, add some lemon to it. It's fantastic to aid in your digestion, and it gives you that flavor palette that's a little different. All right, now let's move on to benefits. Well, we kind of covered this in the Did You Know? So I want you to Google benefits of fasting. And this can go for intermittent fasting, partial fasting, juice fasting, water fasting, in this case, nutritionally supported fasting. The benefits are phenomenal. And I just covered a few in that introductory portion. All right, let's move on. Now what? Now what do? I finished my 3-day fast. I #got a small win. Now what? Well, Plexus sets you up to move on to meet the health goals that you are wanting to meet. So whether that is a weight management plan, whether that is a gut health plan, whether that is a skincare plan, or maybe it's D, all of the above. Isn't it much better to be investing on your health on the front side for quality of life? And also tied in with now what? Stay active in Pivotal, you guys. Recipes, workouts, community, accountability, your dashboard showing you what you are doing every day #small wins to work on getting to your finish line. All right, you guys, I hope this has been helpful and motivational for you to get on this reset. Find out what it's all about. And if you are new to this Plexus training, you honestly have no clue what I am talking about, I'm gonna list in the description box my link. Get on there, nose around, ask me some questions. Curiosity is gonna get you on board every time. And as always, I'm also gonna list videos in that description box that I have done on products related to the reset, if you want more specifics on that one item. So again, thanks for hanging with me to the very end. And you just might wanna join me here next week. We just might be going over another product. But in the meantime, cheers to your health and happiness.